Hello, again, Chamodi, Harshani, Prasangika, under the student number capital S 1039988. And in this video, I will demonstrate and explain the development, functionality, and testing of my Android mobile application named QuickRecipe. The aim of this application is to provide users with a simple and easy way to browse cooking recipes, search for recipes, and view ingredient and preparation steps. Although the application is lightweight, it is designed using proper Android architecture, activity navigation, and basic software engineering principles, which I will explain through this presentation. So, first of all, we need to talk about technology stack and development environment. This application was developed using Android Studio, Java programming language, XML for user interface layouts, and Android SDK. The application follows a multi-activity structure where each screen is handled by a separate activity. This approach improves modularity, readability, and maintainability of the code. No external databases or authentication servers were used, as the focus of this project is core Android functionality and logic, not backend services. So, when we talk about application architecture overview, the application consists of four main activities. The first one is main activity. It, it is the entry point of the application. The second one is login activity. It handles user login. Third one is home activity. It displays recipe list and search. Fourth one is recipe detail activity. It is the last one and it displays recipe detail. Navigation between these activities is handled using explicit intent, ensuring controlled and predictable screen transitions. Each activity has a corresponding XML layout file and a Java class that manages logic and user interaction. This separation follows Android Model View Controller (MVC) style approach. So, first of all, we need to talk about Android manifest.xml. So, let me share the screen first for you and let's talk about it. Okay, here is my Android manifest.xml. The Android manifest.xml file defines the structure of the application. So the key technical points are all activities are declared inside the activity tag. And main activity is defined as the launcher activity using an intent filter. And Android 12 plus compatibility is ensured by explicitly setting Android exported true. So which means this one. Okay. This configuration ensures the app launches correctly, security requirements are satisfied, and no runtime manifest errors occur. So let's move on to logging functionality. The logging activity provides a basic authentication mechanism. The technical explanation is the user interface contains two edit text fields and one button. Let me show you. We need to go to the button. Okay, as you see, two edit text field and one button. When the login button is clicked, the app reads user inputs, performs uh, performs a simple validation check, navigates to home activity using an intent. This logic is implemented using set on click listener, which means this sorry, set on click listener. Intent is this one. So, and also I used start activity like this. Although the authentication is simplified, it demonstrates event handling, input validation, activity navigation. This approach is suitable for demonstrating front-end authentication flow without back-end dependency. So let's move on to home screen and recipe list login. So I'll share the screen of home list and recipe list login. It's here. The home activity is the core functional screen of the application. Recipes implementation. When we talk about recipe list implementation, recipes are stored in a screen array. Let me show you. Screen array here. Displayed using list view. Displays using list view. And connected via an array adapter. Array adapter. This approach was chosen for simplicity and clarity, avoiding unnecessary complexity such as database. Search functionality. When we talk about search functionality, it implemented using an edit text and text watcher. As the user types, the adapter's filter is applied using adapter.getFilter within the brackets .filters. Okay, this enables real-time search, improving user experience and demonstrating dynamic UI update. Next, we can go to the navigation logic. Clicking a recipe triggers an intent and a recipe name paused via put extra. This data is received in recipe detail activity. Let me okay. Next we can this demonstrates data passing between activities, a key Android concept. All right. So next is the recipe detail screen logic. So the recipe detail activity displays recipe title, recipe image, ingredients, cooking step, and etc. So the technical logic of the recipe detail screen is the recipe name is retrieved using get intent. So recipe name using this. Um, a conditional structure assigns correct images, ingredients tag, steps text. This approach avoids external data sources while still demonstrating intent data handling, conditional logic, and dynamic UI updates. The images are stored in the drawable folder, and referenced using resource IDs, ensuring efficient memory usage. Next, we can talk about notifications and user feedback. The application includes a simulated notification system using an alert dialog. Technical reasoning for this is push notification requires back-end services. For this project, an alert dialog demonstrates user alerts, application feedback, and UI interaction. And this satisfies the requirement for notification like behavior in a simplified and controlled manner. The last one is testing approach and validation. Manual testing was conducted for all activities. The testing included upload, logging validation, recipe list display, search filtering, recipe detail navigation, ingredients and steps display, and um, alert dialog appearance. Each test case includes test stats, expected results, actual results, and the state. Screenshots were taken from the emulator and as evidence. This ensures the application was systematically verified, not just visually tested. So finally, I need to run the application for you all. Okay, this is my application, and we can put the username and the password here. We can click the button and log in. Okay, this is my notification and user feedback. Uh, this notification welcome all users into the QuickRecipe app. We can click OK here. And yes, this is my home page. And this is my recipe list. So I can touch, click in the recipe list and go to the recipe detail page. So this is the recipe detail page screen, and this is the image of the recipe or the dish, and this is the name of the recipe, and this is ingredients, and these are the steps. So we can go back and let me show you how to search. Here you can see the search bar. As you can see the search bar, you can search. Here you can search. Let me type out PA. So when I type PA, two recipes are loading here because spaghetti also have P and A letters, and also pancakes has the P and A letters together. So let's finally do like this. All right, which means the searching is also working better. So finally, QuickRecipe is a lightweight Android application that demonstrates multi-activity architecture, intent-based navigation, UI handling with XML, dynamic research functionality, resource management, and manual testing documentation. While the application is simple by design, it effectively showcases core Android development principles, clean code structure, and proper testing practices. So this is my presentation on my developed QuickRecipe application. So I'm going to end this presentation here. Thank you for watching.